Hey everyone, welcome to Active Self-Protection on our Sunday gear reviews. Today's going to be a little bit different gear review because I want to talk to you about why the Smith & Wesson 642 Airweight is a fine gun, but it is a terrible gun for a novice shooter. Big Tex Outdoors has holsters, accessories, optics, and other parts that you need as a self-defender. I'm one of his customers and I recommend him highly. Check out the page on our website with our favorite deals. So this is a very popular gun. The Smith & Wesson 642, this is a 38 Special Plus P pocket revolver, right? So it is a J-frame, 5-shot, completely shrouded hammer. Gun designed for concealed carry. It's built off of the 442. The 442 is a steel frame gun. They made this one out of an alloy aluminum frame. Of course, the cylinder is still steel and the barrel is still steel, but they made the frame alloy so that it was lighter. And this gun gets sold to women all the time as a purse gun, as a first gun, because it's small and it's light. And so women think, oh, it's littler, so it's easier. The reality is this is an expert's gun, okay? So this might be the same thing as a Ruger LCR or something like that, or a gun that is little, so it's easy to conceal, and a lot of women are right? They're small humans. And so they get these little bitty guns, and they get sold these little guns at the gun shop. But a couple of things with them. Number one, as an expert's gun, I know somebody like Claude Werner carries this all the time, or somebody like Daryl Bulkey, who is an expert with the revolver and is an expert shooter. Fine, I mean, gosh, those guys can really do some things that your average shooter will never get to do. As a first gun, as a novice's gun, this is a terrible choice. It's a terrible choice for several reasons. Number one, I just want to verify to you that I have an unloaded firearm here. All 5 of my cylinders are empty. Number one here, it has a very heavy trigger. So it's double action only. The hammer is shrouded. You can't cock this gun. It's not a double action, single action. And the reality is, you can really get after this gun. You're gonna have to put about 12 pounds of pressure on it. Now, can you get inside here or have a gunsmith lighten that up and still be reliable? Yes, but the average newbie is never going to do that. So what you get is you get a gun here, as I'm left-handed, that is gonna pull with somewhere around 10 to 12 pounds of action on the trigger. And man, that is heavy. Next thing here is you see, because they want it to be concealable, it has a very short grip. And these stocks that I've got on this are the original stocks, and they're pretty grippy, but you'll notice I can only get 2 fingers on here, and that's not because I have big hands. In fact, they only really have a place for 2 fingers. And because of that, you're gonna have a hard time gripping this gun adequately. And because it's light, you have a physics problem, right? Because the 38s that you put in this are gonna have a certain amount of force, and the fact of the matter is that the acceleration is the force divided by the mass. And because I have low mass, same force, I have heavy acceleration or heavy felt recoil. Well, now I've only got 2 fingers on the gun, which for an expert isn't the end of the world. They can get around that. Or somebody who has big, strong hands, I got 110 pounds of grip strength or more. But for a novice, for somebody who's got small hands, weaker hands, any kind of arthritis or neural problems or any of those things, very difficult. Also because it is so narrow, you can see again, narrow stocks, very short front to back here. You're gonna have a hand that, if you've got a hand like me, notice my hand's completely covered. I can almost grip around this thing completely and you can't see anything left, which means when I go to put my second hand on the gun, there's no space for it. Now, somebody with smaller hands might have better than that. Next, look at these sights, guys. They are really difficult. So you have a groove sight built into the back of the gun and then a front post that's non-adjustable. Now, a lot of people will then take the top of that and put some nail polish on it, whether white or red or something like that, so that it's more visible. And that's a good idea. This is just a range gun and a loaner gun for me, so I haven't done that. But still, these sights are not very useful and very difficult to see well. So what I've done is I've taken a gun with very stout recoil, very difficult to grip it adequately, very poor sights, and a very heavy trigger, and I hand it to a novice, and I go, here you go, here's a gun for you. That's stupid. That's like giving them, when they're trying to learn how to drive and making them drive an expert's vehicle. Like, that's just, I mean, you're adding incredible levels of difficulty. And then because of the heavy recoil, what I see happen all the time is I see a woman who she takes a few shots, or a novice shooter, and they go, man, that gun recoils like crazy. I don't want to do this anymore. And so they stop shooting. this gun is not a good choice. Let's go shoot it a couple and I'll show you what the recoil is like on it. Another problem with this gun, low capacity. It's a J-frame, so it's a 5-shot gun. So you only get 5 opportunities. And I know some people are gonna say, but John, 5 is enough if you're good. Remember, we're talking about a novice gun here. And because of that, this, only 5 opportunities is really not enough. Now, I wanna show you what the recoil is like on this gun. I'm actually shooting some hand loads that my pop made for me. These are 38 special hand loads. They're absolute kittens. They're cast bullets. These guys are really soft shooting because I use them for new shooters when I put them on a full-size 357 K-frame steel frame gun. So that's what I have available today other than the 357 mags, which won't fit in this gun. So again, I'm gonna grip this gun like I know how to do, get a good crush, firm grip on this. And again, I can see what's going on here, but, oh, that's miserable. Whoa. I'm gonna tell you, man, I hate shooting this gun. Just 2 shots and it's freaking miserable already. My finger hurts already. The gun absolutely punishes the webbing of my hand, right? It's because, again, you don't have any kind of cushion here whatsoever. You have an exposed backstrap. So because of that, this gun just absolutely punishes you. If I was to try to even do that, I'm gonna shoot the rest of this wheel just because otherwise the internet's gonna make fun of me more. But quite frankly, after 2 shots, I don't, it doesn't surprise me at all that people will shoot this gun and go, no, the heck with this, man, I don't want to shoot. Oh, come on. Gosh, that's miserable. Oh, I am done shooting this gun, man. Forget that noise. I'm not even going to shoot the 5th one. This is miserable. So, an Airweight 642. Guys, this is an expert's gun. And if an expert wants to shoot it, hey, that's great, man. I got no problem with that whatsoever. But for a newbie, as a gear review, for a new shooter, a Smith & Wesson Airweight 642 is a terrible choice. Avoid it at all costs.